Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and on this platform we discuss about design and fashion, luxury and lifestyle, but in a more practical and sensible way every Monday and Thursday. You might have heard of the French sneaker brand called Veja. If you haven't, you probably will know more after this video. If you followed me already back last autumn when we were in Paris, I did have a pair of Veja sneakers or Veja sneakers on my Paris shopping wish list. But when we went to their flagship store, there was actually only one pair that I was interested in, and they didn't have my size. So I didn't obviously buy anything from there, but that doesn't matter because I was able to order then from online. And I did actually wait for the order until the beginning of the new year, just because I live in the Nordics and in the winter time, I definitely would not take brand new sneakers out. So there was really no rush to do that. I did have one pair in mind when I was in Paris, but then when I was looking at online stores and where to actually find that one in my size, I did find another pair as well that I wanted to try. So I thought we could have a look at both of these shoes that I have in these boxes. I have made up my mind which one I'm gonna keep though, so it's more just like a fun eye candy thing for this video. And then at the end of the video, we could have a small comparison between the Veja sneakers and the Golden Goose sneakers, which I also do own. And just to see if there are any similarities or differences and what could kind of be better. Even though these are brand new, I have owned a pair of Veja sneakers before as well. So I'm gonna do the comparison based on my experience with the older pair, which is now looking pretty dead, and they are at our cottage because I don't really dare to wear them in public anymore. So as mentioned, Veja is a French sneaker brand. They are making their shoes in, let's say, sustainable way, or more sustainable than some other brands. They do offer both like leather shoes, but also vegan leather, if that would then be more ideal for someone. And both of these are in leather itself, and maybe we just kind of go into them and have a look at what these two pairs look like and go from there. One box at a time, right? So this is called the Recife shoe, and maybe that doesn't tell you anything. It didn't really tell anything to me. This is how it came. So there is like a Veja newspaper, kind of fun touch. There are different kind of shoes, more information on how they kind of do their shoes, rubbers and all of that. So if I want to know more. And then here they are. Ta-da! So as mentioned, this is called Recife. I have no idea how that is supposed to be pronounced. Recife. Yeah, I'm not French. But it is this a beautiful white, I feel the leather is kind of soft, but it still feels very durable. It has a rubber sole, and it says Veja on the bottom. It has the classic V for Veja on the sides, both sides, and then in the back, it has like a suede patch here, and then on the side it says Veja in gold here. And what is kind of fun about these is the Velcro closing. I don't know, I felt very retro with, and nostalgic maybe would be the right word, with the Velcro closing, because obviously as a kid, all my shoes had Velcro. And I wanted to try and see them out, because this would definitely be a faster opening and closing for the shoes compared to shoelaces, right? But this is the first pair of sneakers that I ordered. Then we can go to the second box, and this is called the Campo, so however that is pronounced. And this didn't come with a newspaper, but there is like a booklet of shoes, so probably there is also a lot of information about the shoes and how they are made, etc., in a format like this. And here we have them. So the Campo is pretty much the same as the Recife, however that is said, but instead of the Velcro closing, it has shoelaces, which are somewhere in here. So it also has the white leather, maybe it's like pebbled, but it feels soft but also like durable. No like scratches as you would kind of imagine from a bag if it would be soft. I don't know. Rubber sole. It has the V on the side as well, on both sides, and this is suede. In these, I think this is like some kind of plasticky or rubbery material that the V's are in these. And in the back, it also has the suede Veja and gold text on this side. So this was the pair that I fell in love in Paris and the one that I wanted. You can probably guess that I'm into neutral tones in general, especially with my sneakers. I love white sneakers. They go with everything. So these were the pair that I was looking at in Paris. They didn't have my size. And then I did buy these from Zalando. I'm not entirely sure how widely spread in the world Zalando is shipping, but at least in Europe, I think it is quite wide. But Veja has their own web store and all of that, so these definitely can be bought all around the world. I just happened to buy them from Zalando. So here they are with the both shoes, and here are the other ones as well. So yeah, as mentioned, I have already kind of made my choice of which one to keep, and even though these I think would be very fun, I'm concerned that I would get bored of the Velcro closing, or I don't know. I just feel that this is a more long-term look, for me at least. And in my eyes, which might be completely false and have nothing to do with reality, with Velcro, these actually made my foot look wider. I don't know if that's true or if it is just in my head, but that's at least something I noticed. I feel like these are both in the size 42, and I am usually between like 41 to 42, depends on the brand and the shoe model and all of that. This is a French brand, so it could be a bit smaller. It kind of depends a lot. But these are a unisex shoe, which basically means that these are not from like men's line or women's line. It's just the same shoe in a variety of different sizes. So I guess it's just like, try it out. My first pair of Veja sneakers was in the size 41, and they were not small, but they potentially were a bit tight, to the point that it was super possible to wear them for hours and walk in them, but like after the day I did feel some aching, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but like in that tip of my big toe, which kind of suggests to me that there was not enough space for that toe at least. So I went a size bigger, and these are both, I think, a good size. There is definitely now more room. I can have thicker socks and all of that. But funnily enough, I feel that the one with the Velcro actually feels a bit smaller. So once again, is it in my head or is it the reality? But like lengthwise, these felt a bit smaller compared to these, which doesn't mean that these were too small. They just felt smaller from the top. So that's probably not helpful at all. I'm sorry, but that's just my thoughts about the sizing comparison between these two. So that kind of tells me that different models from these shoes, there might be some differences in the sizing. So if you're looking for your right size, maybe try a couple and see what's good with each model, because in my opinion, there is some variety. So these are the one I'm gonna keep. I love these. These are so beautiful in my eyes. I love the contrast between this kind of grayish color next to the white. My first pair of Veja sneakers were the exact same model, but the V was in like super dark navy blue or black. I don't recall, but it looked black. It could have been like very dark blue as well. But this is the model I really like. It's very classic, and yeah, this is the keeper. I thought we could have like a very brief review in the format of comparison between these Veja Campo sneakers and my Golden Goose ones. I'm sorry that these look beaten up. It is not because of the look of the shoes, it's because I have worn them for some time now. But yeah, so let's just kind of go through if there are some similarities, some differences, and which one I feel like is more worth it, or is there a difference. Let's start with the star of this video. So the Veja sneakers. As mentioned, these are leather with rubber sole. In my eyes, this reminds me of the like Adidas Superstar model that they have had for like decades now. But it is a low top sneaker, which means that if you don't want your socks to be visible, you should have like very low rise socks with these shoes. These are super comfortable. This model, as mentioned, I currently own one pair of these, and even though they are a bit smaller, they have been like super comfortable. I haven't had any kind of blisters or rubbing except for the kind of a bit sore tip of my toe, which I think is because of the sizing. So I'm assuming that won't be an issue with these. And they are just a very classic pair. There are so many colorways also with this model. So I think if you would want like an all white pair, the V is also like possible to get as white. So then it would be like a clean white look with these. The price of these shoes was something around 120 euros. Keep in mind that it is possible to buy these on sale from places that offer discount codes. These are usually part of all of those. I think Farfetch at least has Veja, and their discount codes work on these. So there is no need to pay full price for Veja sneakers. But if you would want exactly this one, I think it was like 129 euros or something like that. So when it comes to kind of luxury shoes, I'm not entirely sure if Veja is seen as a luxury brand. Might be more like contemporary brand, but they are well made in my opinion. At least the pair that I do own. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you because, as mentioned, I don't have it in our home. The the shoe itself has lasted very well, like how it is made and all of that. The only issue is like dirt, pretty much, which is my fault. So that's just like in my opinion, the price that I have paid for these shoes, they are worth that money. They do provide enough support to me and to my liking. I do not have a flat foot, so I do have like quite high arch on my foot, and these kind of work well in my foot, at least. I did make a poll over on my Instagram when I got these, just asking which one I should keep, this one or with the Velcro. And one person sent me a comment that their Veja sneakers got very loose after some time period of wearing. Now, I'm not entirely sure which model that person had of the Veja sneakers. So if it was this one, then that can be possible. But personally, I did not experience that with my first pair. So that is just something to keep in mind, that there is a possibility that these might get a bit bigger over time. But I would at least assume that because this is like a leather shoe, that will become softer over time. At least that happened with my first pair. Then looking at the Golden Goose sneakers, I think I will just have one on my hand and put the other one down, just because I'm not that fan of holding dirty shoes up. But this is the Golden Goose. I think it is called the Superstar, in fact, but also like leather sneaker with a rubber sole. And my pair is actually the ones that do not come distressed from the beginning. So I wanted a clean look. So that's what this originally looked like anyway. And it has the kind of same idea. So otherwise a clean white sneaker. On the side there is a star motif for Golden Goose. And then in the back it has a contrasting leather that says Golden Goose, but like in general quite similar. I find these to be extremely comfortable for me. I have made a video of these shoes, like a proper review, and in that video I did talk a bit more about what type of like issues I had in the beginning, and that it is a big possibility that whenever these are too dead, like they are quite close to it, but when they are too dead that I just don't dare to wear them anymore, I most likely will not buy a new pair of Golden Goose. But more in that video. But I have worn these like crazy. These were my most worn designer shoes of last year. It's just like I have worn these a lot. And looking at like the construction of the shoe, it has lasted very well. The only thing that got a bit broken was the heel, which you can see that I have taken it to a cobbler to attach more more rubber onto it. So this side started to kind of build up a hole between the bottom and then the leather, which might be due to the way how I remove shoes. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I did take these to a cobbler so that I could actually wear them longer, because these were, when I bought them, the retail price was like 320 euros or something like that. I did have a discount code back then, so I paid around 280, 290 euros, which for me is a lot of money for shoes in general. Now, as I've been looking, I see these going for 350, so there might be like some type of price increase that has happened with these shoes. But like when it comes to designer shoes in general, like 350, I think it is like well priced for designer shoes, but still it is a lot of money to me to put on these shoes. When it comes to like some negative elements of these, there is like some type of height putting into the kind of sole of the shoe, that your heel is actually like on this level around when you wear them on your feet. So it is not like down here, but your foot is a bit more like elevated. And I think that has been one reason why I have had a lot of like sock issues with these. So my sock kind of goes down basically, which has been a tad annoying, to be honest. But other than that, like these have never made me any sore feet, blisters, rubbing, like nothing. These have been so comfortable from the day one. There was no like wearing in period, like everything has worked out so well with these shoes. So what do I think? Which one would I recommend, or would I say that one is better than the other? Like honestly, they are quite similar. And if money is no object, then I think it comes down to which one do you prefer aesthetically. That's just my honest opinion. These cost almost 3 times as much as these. So that might be some type of factor for someone, at least. But like, I think the biggest difference is the aesthetics, and that's not even that big of a difference because it's like white sneaker with something on the side, and then on the back it says the brand's name on a different colored leather. So yeah, I guess like if you feel very bad of investing 350 euros to sneakers, then I think these are such a good priced, comfortable quality shoe. Just my opinion. Someone might have different experiences. That was it. That was my small kind of Veja review and comparison with Golden Goose sneakers. Do you have had either one of them? What do you think of them? Do you like them? Would you repurchase? Let's continue down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.